We got the canoe on a car. We're heading down to the Henley. We're gonna put her in and go for a little spin around the water system there. We'll get some drone footage. We're specifically going to look for eagles though. My daughter had a report of eagle sightings a couple weeks ago, or last week, and I've seen them multiple times over the last couple of years. So we're gonna go look for some eagles. Maybe we'll get some fishing in if I don't feel like the water's too dirty. We'll go check out the cormorants in that situation if we paddle up that far. We'll look at the undercarriage of the bridge of the highway overpass, and maybe we'll get lucky on some big turtle spottings. But yeah, let's go check it out. I think it's a river system. It's a creek that leads into the regatta that dumps out through a dam and into Lake Ontario. Oh, I gotta press the clutch in before I put it in gear. I forgot about that. Got a bit of a breeze. Not too bad though. Beauty day. Oh, it is, eh? Well, I just went through everything and I realized that I think I left the phone in the truck. A couple other things. Nothing else of necessity. I've got everything else I need. But I was going to track distance and I was um, thinking about turning on the app that I use, same app I use for my one wheel to track my routes. Just turning on the tracker and went and looked for my phone and completely forgot it. So, but we're moving along at a pretty good clip here. I don't even need to paddle. I don't know if the wind's coming through. We got the media mod on right now for the GoPro, and it does have like a foamy dead cat type thing. So I don't know how good it's doing. I don't know. You know what? We should put the bandana on. I can feel the sun hitting my neck on the right side. God damn it. Oh. 12-mile creek water. This is not up north water. God damn it. Like, I'm pretty sure I floated over questionable algae in the last quite a bit. I'll point the camera down at the water. But this water has a lot of questionable things in it and a lot of questionable things going on with it. From the old GM plant on Ontario Street which is one of the big factors. The dump on Pelham Road. Root Beer River. That's part of the old canal system that dumps out behind Robin Hall. Who knows what the fuck is going on with that? Um, there's multiple overflows. Like, I mean, when you do the 12-mile creek route, like that's how I know it. If you look it up online, it's the Laura Secord Trail along the 12-mile creek. And when you're on either side of that, on the north south side or east west side, whatever, depending on the direction you're going, especially in Western Hill, there's like old overflows that when it rains, you get some like they dump right into the creek. Those still haven't been taken care of yet. Uh, and then on top of all that, the water that feeds into this, the tributaries that it picks up from up on the escarpment from Lake Gibson, is completely contaminated. Like when you go up there, I stopped fishing up there a long time ago. I never fished it for food anyway. It was just for practice and sport. Um, there's signs that state don't stir up the sediment, don't eat the fish. Um, because of lead mercury poisoning. I'm pretty sure lead mercury, and I'm sure who knows what else from an old paper mill pulp paper mill plant that's up there in Thorold, and multiple other industries. I'm sure the canal, uh, ties into that at some point. And there's, yeah, up in Thorold, up in that direction up there, there's multiple old industries that I'm forgetting: Domtar, pulp and paper, chemical, uh, that that all have polluted Lake Gibson up at the top of the. Oh, and there's a dump up there too. You know, another dump. Got to have dumps. Everybody got to have dumps. So anyway, just thought I'd share after my hat got soaked and what I did used to swim in as an unknowing teenager. Now in my 40s, understand what is a heavily polluted waterway. Even though at first glance it might not look too bad, it has wildlife. It has a population of swans. My daughter was fishing in here last week, caught some bass on her kayaks, and you'll see lots of recreation. We're gonna check out the bridge coming up here. I'm kind of curious. We're going against the flow. The flow is going from my right to my left, and the wind is blowing me up stream. I wonder when that's going to stop. I haven't paddled in a while. I mean, there's the point back there where I basically stopped paddling on the left there. I'm going to plot this all up on a map so you guys can see it. Post editing while I'm back in front of the compy working on this. But yeah, it's beautiful out. I think we're sitting at 25 degrees Celsius. And if I had my phone, I would have already looked that up before starting this little talk in Fahrenheit, because I don't know the conversion. Personally, I don't care. It doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is Celsius. 0 is freezing. That makes sense. things freeze under zero and above zero, and we're generally speaking water, doesn't freeze, right? It's fresh water, not salt water. But does salt water freeze at 0 degrees Celsius? I don't know. If I had my phone, I could ask Google that right now, but I'm an idiot and I forgot my phone. Well, yeah, so we'll plot this all out on Google Maps and give a rough idea of how far I've gone in the last little bit. Hopefully the wind will die down and we'll get the drone up soon. And yeah. It is beautiful out here. This is perfect. There's swans everywhere. This place has a lot of swans. We got swans on the 1 o'clock. Cool. Quite a bit of current coming through this pinch point. 2009. So I have time to switch the camera around. Hopefully this current doesn't. Uh-oh. See that? See that plaque? Oh, there might be some old ones there still. Yeah, we'll skirt the other side on the way back.
All right, guys, we're going to just jump in here for a second and talk about this mural and the probably over a dozen that you don't see that I wanted to record on the way back downstream, and I just the GoPro shit the bed. Stopped recording on me, corrupt file. What was it? Did it just stop recording? I mean, there's a chance I didn't hit the button, but it's usually the GoPro's problem and not mine. Anyway, there's a bunch of other rowing murals that are painted around the footings of the highway bridge here that are pretty cool, actually, and I'd like to get some more footage of them. But this time, yet again, no footage, whether it's my fault or the GoPro's, who knows for sure. But yeah, they're pretty cool. When I was down here 20 years ago, there were murals from, if I remember, the earliest ones were the 50s and 60s, which I don't really see anymore, but maybe if I was up and crawling around the structure, I'd see some. The oldest ones I just saw were from 83 or 70, maybe it was 79. But yeah, there's some fairly old ones, as old as me anyway. So, um, yeah, pretty interesting. The winners of the regatta go up and paint a mural up on the footing of the bridge, and they hang around for a while. They don't seem to dissipate pretty quick. Some of them are protected by weathering from the sun and the rain and weather because they're under the bridge and they're facing the right side. So there are some pretty old ones, but yeah, interesting. And maybe one day when I come back, or I can do a separate video trying to get them all on film and post it up. The easiest way to do it would be to fly a drone around under the bridge, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure flying around bridges is illegal. So it would take a couple circles with the canoe and get the good camera out and see if I can steady it up because that's the other part of the problem. There's a pretty heavy current that goes through there. So yeah, it'd be a little challenging. The GoPro did pick it up on this side, as you can see, not too bad. And this is pretty heavily zoomed in too. So, yeah, maybe it would do a good job on a sunny day, the GoPro, without using the good camera. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting point on the trip. Something that I was looking forward to checking out, these rowing murals from the winners of the regattas, and see what some of the oldest ones were. So we got that checked off the accomplishment box for this trip, and let's keep canoeing. Cheers. Let's go check this out. Ugh, got some in my mouth. Sometimes you go in here and there's like so many carp spawning in here. I can't remember what time of year. Yeah, you know what? Water's kind of yucky. There's all kinds of yucky, floaty, muddy, kind of poopy things. We don't need extra E. coli getting in the boat right now. I'm good on the E. coli. How about you guys? You guys want some E. coli? But yeah, we're just wedged in here with these, I'm pretty sure what used to be thriving willows. So I remember 20 years ago being down here, and this outcropping of what used to be trees was alive and thriving. Last time I was down here in a canoe. So all these dead things sticking out of the water. I'm pretty sure we're willows. And there was something else here. I think on the right is a cedar maybe. And yeah, they're dead. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the cormorants we're looking at down here are, what do you call it, non-invasive. Okay. Keep paddling. Man, this fucker is creating quite a bit of back eddy and boil ups. And they'll push the front of the boat just like that. They'll come out of nowhere. Alright, we want to get over to the left side. I think is my best option. Here we go. And then we'll cut up the left side and across. I think looks the easiest. Sorry geese, I don't mean to disturb you.
Just kind of cut across there and up, and it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I know, guys. This is my best option, though. And you can fly, I can't. That's right. That's right.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. All right, so we're just reviewing the footage here, and I had to come in and say I'm stupid. There's multiple things that could have gone wrong here. I shouldn't have tried this alone, first off. I underestimated the water flow. I also, on top of that, I cut in too early. I should have skirted further up the left side, but maybe even then I probably wouldn't have done it. Right at this point here where we're looking at, you can see debris piled up against the abutment. And if something would have gone wrong and I would have got washed out of the canoe, I could have very well been up against that abutment and into the debris. And it could have gotten really sketchy really fast. So looking back on this, I think I go over it again when I'm bailing out a little bit. I got about 3 cups of water in the canoe here. And yeah, extremely sketchy. I wouldn't be doing that again, and I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. Do not attempt this. Unless you're with people, you have friends with you, somebody to rescue you, and wear your life jacket, and make sure you're a good paddler, because no bueno, no bueno. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Cheers.
Pretty quick. We're gonna have to paddle hard. See the cut point right here? Hopefully this tree doesn't come out. Get some speed going. Come on, baby. Hard on the right. Get through. No, right. Get through. No. That could have been disastrous. Now we got to get out now. Paddle. Got some water in the boat. Camera got a bit wet. Vape got a bit wet. Look at that whirlpool. We got a bit of water in the boat. Didn't work. Oh. Damn it. Oh well. Pull out the paddle to correct. That was intense. Got a couple bags open and everything too. Camera's out, got a bit wet. Hopefully, oh no, don't you flip around here. We want to stay left side until we're ready to fish. Whew! We took on a bit of water. That was risky maneuvers, boys. All right, well, kind of came into this little park, little wetland here beside the main waterway. There's a cool little kind of couple offshoots here. You'll see turtles or carp in, and lots of bulrushes and motherfucker. There goes a heron. Just missed it. There it goes. Anyway. Yeah, I've been chasing a heron around here on and off for the last little bit. For the last week or two, trying to get videos of them. But the camera's dry. This is how much water. Actually, I should get those cords up there so they can dry. But I got like, I think I was at the point, just past the point of no return. That's how much water we got in the boat there. It's not a lot, right? But we got some 12 Mile Creek water in the boat there. We got the bailing bucket, the emergency bailing bucket, and the whistle, and everything that's required, so. Not that in that occasion, I don't think it would have fucking saved us. I think there was multiple things I could have done better there. I came in still a bit too slow. I didn't cut up the left side on enough of an angle. Looking back on the water and the flow of it there, I think I should have skirted in further up onto the left before I cut in, and I tried to cut across it too much. I should have come in and went in with less of an angle and tried to cut up it, right? Like I saw it and I went for a break, and I think I should have stayed left more as longer than I did against the shore, because once it cut me and broke me, it wanted to fucking drag me in. And then we've got that big pillar, as you guys could see, on the left. But yeah, that almost turned into a disaster. Fun nonetheless. You learn some, you win some, you lose some. I think in that case I won, because I'm still sitting in the boat and dry. But yeah, I think it was right at the tipping point there, where if I didn't make that little bit of a quick hip adjustment, the cup of water could have turned into liters, and liters into gallons. Forgive my imperial to metric, metric to imperial conversions there. It just feels like gallons is the next logical step of 3 liters, and then once you hit a couple gallons, your tipping point becomes tenths of a second instead of I mean, it might have been tenths of a second anyway, reaction time that I had to maneuver myself out of that. But yeah, kids, don't go playing around in the upper 12 Mile Creek around the bottom of GM or even behind McDonald's over here. Once you're out into these currents, it's a little different. You're not floating around in Martindale Pond anymore, that's for sure. But that was a fun experience. And going forward, I will make sure all my shit's secure. I thought I had that one in the bag for sure, though. I thought I was skirting across. And it just goes to show, when you're the most confident about how you're going to achieve things, maybe stop and have one more pause, because that confidence could be the difference between you drowning in some instances, maybe failing a test, maybe screwing up on the job, who knows. Oh, it is it a huge turtle? Yes. He's right off 12 o'clock, right off the nose of the boat. Big guy. Let's go see him. Hi, buddy. Back up again, so maybe you guys can. Oh, he's stirring up the mud. There he is. He's on the left here. He's right out in front, 12 o'clock. Alright guys, we're just signing off here. It's the end of another video. I know I came into this talking about eagles and looking for eagles. We didn't get any sightings this time. But what I did find possibly is a broken down old eagle's nest, maybe? We'll take a quick look at that here with the drone before we head out. And then I'm just popping in to say thanks for watching. Hook me up with a like if you like this video.
maybe a comment in the comment section, and click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. It's free. Do it. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video.